Welcome here to SoCal College Sports. My name's Dustin Paget here with you for the 3C2A Softball Championship Weekend Elimination Day 2 here in beautiful Bakersfield, California. As you see, we're getting ready for our first pitch. Cypress and Fullerton here. Cypress is going to be the home team. First pitch of the game going to be fouled down the line. Winner go home here today. Leading off here is going to be Sabi Anguiano, the shortstop. And on the mound, Eliza Sandoval. 0-1 pitch here from Sandoval.
No, Janae.
Up and in. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Janae Brandon.
Ball is skied out there to center field. That's going to be a base hit. Good start there for Anguiano. Runner on first with nobody out. It's going to be Veronica Garza. She'll be the catcher here today. Kaylee Williamson on deck, center fielder, followed by Lulu Vasquez, the designated player. Chloe Lillebois, first baseman. Sarah Rengifo, the third baseman. A bunt laid down. Perfect bunt there. Going to be a tough play. Nicely made. Good job there to move the runner over. Thank you guys for tuning in here with us bright and early on a Saturday morning. Hope you guys are enjoying your weekend. Gonna enjoy some nice softball here with us. We have lots of games here. 6 games today, handful more tomorrow and Monday. First pitch upstairs, ball 1 there. That ball's going to be fouled off the end of the bat there. 1 ball and 1 strike here in the early going. Runner on second with 1 out. I'd like to welcome here Steve Cassidy for my color commentary. Upstairs there on the rise. 2 ball, 1 strike count here. Ball is roped to left field. Solid hitting there. It's hit too hard. Runner's going to stop, but the ball is bobbled out there in left field. And that's going to be a single and an E7 there, unearned run. The runner was stopped at third base until the ball was bobbled. That's how you know that'll be an error on that. Unfortunate there for Cypress. Left fielder tried to come up and make a play, but there was no throw to be made there. That was one where you just make it nice and easy field, come up and throw it.
Dustin, what you're looking for in a early morning game like this is who wakes up first. The scheduled game was 11 o'clock, which is fairly early when you're talking about getting a team ready, have enough sleep from the day before, feed them breakfast. Get in time, hour and a half before game time for warm-ups. 9 is just not something they face during the course of the year.
Yeah, 9 a.m. start here, early morning. Ball upstairs there, ball 1. So 1-0 lead here in the early going.
And it looks like Fullerton's awake.
Definitely. The first batter of the game got on base, and she has worked her way around to score here in the first few hitters. Nice pitch there, 1 ball, 1 strike count.
And these two teams have faced each other. They're in the same conference. Cypress won the conference. Fullerton finished second. There's no secrets right now. It's just softball. Who plays it better today?
2-1 pitch there. Going to be a check swing, a little half swing foul ball. 2 balls and 2 strike count. Yeah, Cypress finished 20-1 in conference. Fullerton 17-4. That was a good 2-2 pitch, but a better take at the plate there. Is going to run the count full. Overall on the season, these two teams had nearly identical overall records, 38-8 to 37-8. Ball fouled back our direction. I'm going to keep the count full. In fact, not only did they have almost exact same records, but they also had almost exactly the same runs scored to runs allowed. Based on the statistics, these two teams pretty much mirror each other. Ground ball to the third baseman. Does a good job to look the runner back, and that'll be the second out of the inning. Unproductive out there. It's going to bring up Chloe Lillevoix, the first baseman here, hoping to add on to their early lead.
Chloe Lillevoix.
Called strike there. No balls, 1 strike count. That ball is flied out there to left field. Hit pretty well. Left and center come together, and we're able to get the out there. Good communication out there to track that one down for the final out of the top half of the first inning, but not before Fullerton scrapes off an early lead here. In this elimination game, we're headed to the home half of the first inning. 1-0 lead here on SoCal College Sports.
So the lineup, was that the left fielder?
Welcome back here, home half of the first inning. We do want to mention that Janae Brannon is actually the starting pitcher for Cypress. They did make a very last-minute change. They had Sandoval intending to pitch and Brannon intending to play right field, but they made, as I said, a last-minute change. And in an elimination game, that seems a very interesting decision to make on the coaching standpoint. Called strike there on the outside corner. I'm wondering if possibly Sandoval had some arm trouble, Coach.
I wouldn't speculate on that. It could be she's in the game defensively, so it just gives you more flexibility to make switches without taking somebody off the bench.
Oh, 1 pitch there is going to be upstairs. 1 ball and 1 strike count. Amanda Campos, the third baseman, leading off here. Jessica Lopez is on the mound. Ball is up and away there. 2 balls and 1 strike here from Lopez to Campos. 1-0 lead. Cypress is going to be looking to get that run back. Chargers here coached by Brad Pickler. That ball is hit into the gap, and that's going to find a hole all the way to the wall.
That's 3.
That is going to be a leadoff triple there. No throw even into third base. Great start there for Campos, and see a little excitement from her there.
Ding dong, the Cypress answered the alarm.
Yes, they did. Definitely. Runner on third with nobody out. It's a prime position here to tie this game up, but they of course, are going to look to take the lead here in the early going. They would love to get a big inning to match what Fullerton did on the other side. Again, winner go home game. Very important game for both teams here. Neither team, of course, wants to end their season today.
Now batting number 44.
Expect a very good matchup here. Both games today. Our follow-up game, San Jose City versus Sac City. Runner on third, nobody out. First pitch going to be a little bit inside there to Infinity LaFowl. She's the second baseman here today. Love her name. It's the first one I think I've seen of an Infinity.
Yeah, it goes on forever.
That's a good point. That ball is fouled down the line there. Good bat control there. It was a very good swing. She was right on top of that one. Now she's going to look to turn one around and put it into field here. Field of play. Get that run home. We've got corners playing in here, so she's going to be looking to ground ball up the middle or a fly ball to the outfield. 1-1 pitch, a little bit inside. 2 balls, 1 strike count. Doug Trout behind home plate here, calling the balls and strikes for our opening game. Upstairs on the rise there, 3-1. She has a couple open bases to play with in the early going. However, she doesn't really necessarily want to put any more runners on with nobody out here. 3-1 pitch. In the dirt there, ball 4. It's going to be runners on the corners with nobody out. That'll put the middle infield back to double play depth. They're going to look to roll one here. We got Coach Mendoza coming out here to have a little chat with Lopez. Hope to calm her down a bit here, Coach. Beautiful weather out here in Bakersfield, California. Playing at CSUB today for the losers bracket, while simultaneously we have the winners bracket playing over at Bakersfield College. As this game goes on, I will give you updates of the score of that one.
Go Hornets! Here we go!
Should be lots of good softball here this weekend.
Now,
And in a
number
tournament such as
31,
this, any
Janea
team
Brandon.
can come out on top. Lots of good quality teams here. They've made it this far for a reason, and many of the teams in this of the 8 in this tournament have astounding records. Great job there, swing and a miss on the pitch, but the runner gets second base there. No throw made. You know, they were trying to test it out there to see what may happen. You know, if the throw was made, then they might have been able to get into a pickle situation, get a run, but no throw made at all. Erases the double play opportunity. That's going to be skied out to left field. Very productive at bat there. Going to get the first run of the game home. Back runner will not tag, however. That's going to knock the game up at 1 apiece. Leave the runner on second with 1 out. That was Janea Brandon. Helping herself out a little bit there after she gave up a run in the top half of the first, was able to get it right back, and now they would love to continue and get that runner on second home to take the lead here. It's going to bring up Leslie Bajorquez, the shortstop. Ball's going to be upstairs, ball 1 here. One-out pitch going to be popped up. Can of corn there for the shortstop. Be the second out of the inning. Good pitch there from Lopez. Going to try to work her way out of this, keeping this game tied.
Here we go, Hornets!
It's going to bring up Gabby Munoz, the first baseman.
Gabby Munoz.
Sandoval on deck. Ayala in the hole, if it gets that far. Good ball outside. 1 ball, no strike count here in the early going. Thank you guys for tuning in here to SoCalCollegeSports.com. The 1-0 pitch, upstairs, ball 2. Now definitely more of a situation with an open base and a lefty up at the plate to where, you know, she can pitch around no problem here. Does not have to give in. 2-0 pitch, going to be a corner pitch, exactly where she wants to spot that. 2 balls, 1 strike count. A righty on deck, so, you know, definitely a spot here where you can pitch to the corners if you want to. 2-1 pitch is going to be fouled off the screen. Lopez here is 1 strike away from getting out of this inning, just allowing the 1. Two-two pitch. Outside corner, ball 3. Tries to shave the corner. Similar to the 0-2 pitch. Misses, or the 2-0 pitch, and missed it by just about a few inches there. Went a little bit further outside and does not get that corner. Full count pitch. Rise ball upstairs, ball 4. Does not give in there on the full count. Had the open base. And that is going to be a walk there for Munoz. It's going to bring up Eliza Sandoval.
Now batting number 5, Eliza Sandoval.
Sandoval here was intended to be the starting pitcher today.
She's either in right or center field. I don't know which.
2 on, 2 outs. First pitch here from Lopez. A bunt faked there. Called strike. Assuming she was taking all the way on that one. Didn't look like a bunt for a hit. And of course, not a sacrifice situation. 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Nice fastball there from Lopez. No balls, 2-strike count. Right where she wants her. Now see if she can finish her off here to get out of this jam. Sandoval is going to have to shorten her approach and protect the plate. 0-2 pitch. Rise ball a little bit upstairs, but a good spot on an 0-2 count. That'll run it to 1-2. Very light breeze here today. 0-2 pitch right down the tube. Strike 3 called looking. Great pitch there from Lopez, but not before 1 run comes in to tie this game up for the Chargers. They get 1 run on 2 hits. 2 runners left on. We're headed to the top half of the second inning here. 1-1 game on SoCalCollegeSports.com.
For the Hornets, number 1, Sarah Rendifo.
Welcome back here, top half of the second inning. Second at-bats here. Sarah Rendifo going to be leading off. The third baseman. Ball's going to stay upstairs there.
Brandon last inning, or the first inning, was her up ball was a little flat. It's got some sharp break to it right now. I don't know if it just took her an inning to get into a rhythm.
That 1-0 pitch there, she throws an off speed and crossed up her catcher. Catcher went out there to communicate with her a little bit, let her know, like, hey, you know, I think I called a fastball on that one. 2-0 count here, top half of the second inning. Both teams scratched off a run in the early going. Let's see what they can do from here. Fouled back to the screen there for Rendifo. Hornets coached by Speedy Mendoza. Of course, you can't get a much better softball name than Speedy. That ball is roped out to left field. Solid piece of hitting. Opposite field stroke for a leadoff single there. And that's the second inning in a row. The leadoff runner has been on base for the Hornets. It's going to bring up Annabelle Mendez. And as we mentioned to you guys yesterday, if you tuned into Fullerton's game, she had 7 home runs on the season. 3 of them came in the Super Regionals. And yet the home run hitter is up here laying down a bunt. Fouls it back off the screen. Love to see multifaceted hitters like that who have power, yet they're still able to lay down a bunt. There are plenty of power hitters in the game of softball that, you know, aren't bunters. 0-1 pitch upstairs, ball 1.
Well, so far she's a foul bunter.
That is true. It looks like they are not going to have her bunting. Oh, here she goes again. She's square on the 1-1, pulls it back, swinging away. Good spot there, but it's going to stay outside there. 2-1 for Brennan. Two-one pitch up and away, 3-1. Coach wondering if it's going to take Brennan a little bit of time to get her mojo in this game, not knowing that she was going to start before the fact. You know.
Well, I wouldn't speculate too far. She probably did know she was going to start. The switch they make might be.
3-1 pitch is roped out to center field, deep to center, off the wall. That is going to be a double, and they're going to hold the runner up with nobody out. Very smart move there. Don't think Rendifo would have scored, but we see the type of hitter that Mendez is on that 3-1 pitch. Got the pitch she was looking for and squared that one up nicely to dead center. Second and third, nobody out, and we are going to get a little chat here from the coach, Coach Pickler. It's his second visit out to the mound. He had one in the top half of the first as well. Going to try and calm her down a little bit. She has been getting tagged here in the early going, but 1-1 game. Still very manageable. They would love to get out of this particular situation with giving up one or less runs, second and third with nobody out. And on the reverse side, the Hornets would love to get both of those runs in here and take a 2-run lead in the second inning. Every run counts in an elimination game. Every play counts. The momentum can change on the drop of a dime. As we saw in the first inning, both teams scored a run and the momentum went back and forth. And so far the Hornets here looking like they've grabbed it back. Long chat there with Brennan. Give the umpire Doug Trout some credit. This is a championship tournament, and typically you're gonna give the pitcher a little bit more time to discuss things with their coach and their teammates than you would in the regular season. I felt like that was about double the length of a typical mound visit. Called strike on the outside corner. Good spot there. Again, the infield's playing in, so they will not be looking to hit a ground ball anywhere right now. The 1 pitch, up and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. So left fielder Desiree Guzman up at the plate. Jocelyn Alcala on deck, the second baseman, followed by the flex, Jessica Lopez. Ball's popped up. Center field.
There's going to be a play.
Pretty shallow. I don't think they're going to send her, Coach.
Yes.
No, they're going to leave her back. That was too shallow. I don't think she would have made it too far down the line, even with the 60-foot pass. And nobody out as well. If there was one out, they may have taken the gamble on that.
The don't make the first out at third and home is not quite the iron law in softball as it is in baseball. The object is to get a footprint on home plate.
Second and third with 1 out now. Ball's fouled back to the screen here from Alcala. Brennan going to be pitching for a strikeout here, another ground ball in the infield. But if you notice now, the middle infielders actually went back, so they're going to be willing to concede that run on a ground ball. However, she's going to get a pop-up to the first baseman. Huge second out of the inning there. And all of a sudden went from second and third, nobody out, to second and third with 2 outs.
Which is a huge mental lift. Runners on third base never bothered me with 2 outs. Figures. You got to believe you're going to get the next out, or why are you in the game? We'll see.
That's going to bring back the top of the order, Sabi Anguiano. She had a great game yesterday, and in her first at-bat here, got a base hit and came around to score a run. So I would safe to say that this is exactly the hitter that they want up in the plate. The leadoff hitter is usually one of your hitters that's better with the bat. A 1-0 count here, big spot. They would love to bring those 2 runs in. Outside 2-0 count. Brennan may be pitching around her slightly here. Does have an open base at first. Catcher Veronica Garza on deck. Also a right-handed hitter. Whatever Brennan's preference is who she pitches. 2-0 pitch is going to be roughed to left field, and it's going to get by the left fielder. What a stroke there from Anguiano, and that's going to get the job done. 2-run double to left field. 3-1 lead here for the Hornets. Brennan was not able to get that final out. Very interesting way this inning played out. Second and third, nobody out. Got the 2 outs that she needed without allowing the run. But Anguiano comes up and picks up her teammates at the bottom of the lineup with a solid stroke to left field. She's 2 for 2 here today with 2 RBIs and a run scored, and we're only in the top half of the second inning. Have a game, Anguiano. Runner on second now, 2 down. First pitch is going to be a called strike here to the catcher Garza. 0-1 pitch is going to tail outside, down and away. 1 ball, 1 strike count. Every half inning have seen runs so far here. That can lead to an exciting game. You got 14 half innings in the game of softball. Don't think I've ever seen one that had
Foul ball.
a run in every inning. That ball was roped down the left field line, fouled by a couple of feet, but more solid contact. We've already been through the lineup once in the first inning plus here off Brennan, and we've had about 5 balls that were scalded. 4 hits already. Really doing a good job offensively here are the Hornets, and you can see their whole dugout is up on the fence, and they're being very vocal. Ball is going to be ground ball to second base. Should be the final out of the inning. Job done there, but not before 2 runs score on 2 hits with 1 runner left on base. We're headed to the home half of the second inning. Here, 3-1 lead for the Fullerton Hornets on SoCalCollegeSports.com.
Number 11, Vanessa Ayala.
Welcome back here. Home half of the second, 3-1 lead. Chargers are going to be looking to get some runs back here. Lopez back out to the mound. Curveball there, just inside ball 1. One out count. Called strike there to Vanessa Ayala out of Whittier, California. Sophomore out of California High. The 1-1, swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes here. Lopez delivers. Foul back to the screen here. Staying alive is Ayala. The 1-2, swing and a miss. Strike 3. First out of the inning there. Good spot from Lopez.
Now batting, number 3, Marissa Monte de Oca.
It's going to bring up the DP here. Marissa Monte de Oca. First pitch called, strike right down the tube there. Lopez is getting into her groove nicely.
There we go.
The 0-1. Same spot. No balls, 2-strike count.
Yeah, she's painting right now.
Got to protect here on a 2-strike count. Just misses off the outside corner. Love the spot on an 0-2 pitch. One-two pitch. I'm assuming that's going to be called downstairs. Ball 2 there. Very close. Either downstairs or inside.
Or both.
Or both. 2-2 pitch here. Pop foul back our direction. Back over the booth here. The little breeze we did have has died down now. Almost no wind here today. 2-2 pitch. Ground ball to the shortstop. Going to be across the diamond. Long throw. Good stretch there for the out. Second out of the inning. And at this moment of the game, the Hornets have the momentum. They grab the lead in the top half of the second. Lopez would love to finish this inning off. Get the final out in what's called a stoppage inning. 2 outs, nobody on here. That's going to bring up Kim McPherson, the center fielder. Her first at bat. Called strike right down the tube. Lopez in full control of her pitches at the moment. Swing and a miss. Good spot. No balls. 2-strike count. The 0-2. Downstairs, ball 1. The 1-2 going to be popped up there. Tough play for left field. Has to come crashing in, but able to get the out. Quick 1-2-3 inning there for Lopez. Just what the doctor ordered for the Hornets. We're headed to the third inning here. 3-1 lead on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Welcome back here, top half of the third inning. 3-1 lead here for the Hornets. Brennan back out for her third inning of work. First pitch, fouled over the right side here. Kaylee Williamson leading off. 3, 4, 5 hitters due up. Vasquez and Lillevoix on deck and in the hole. No balls, 1-strike count. Fouled down the third base line there.
You know, this is the 4th time that Cypress and Fullerton have met this year, and Cypress has won all 3 previous. You kind of wonder if that 4th, how tough it is to beat somebody 4 times. in the same year when you're pretty evenly matched and know each other that well.
Ball upstairs in the 0-2 count, make it 1-2. Yeah, definitely, Coach. Those, like we were saying earlier, these two teams are so evenly matched.
Yeah.
You know, 3-0, you wouldn't expect that. So I'm not too surprised at all to see Fullerton coming out with a good game plan today. Top of the third inning, a 1-1 game over at Bakersfield College. We'll keep you updated on that one as it goes on throughout the day. That's in the winner's bracket. That'll be a very good game there. And if you're on the YouTube site, you can flip back and forth and watch a little bit of both because we have them both live right now. Full count pitch going to be grounded to shortstop. Can of corn there for the first out of the inning. I'm going to bring Lulu Vasquez up. She's the designated player here today.
Now batting number 34, Lulu Vasquez.
Out in front of that off-speed stuff, fouls it down the third base line. Strike one here to Vasquez. It's a big half inning here for Cypress. They're already down 2. Brennan's given up runs in her first 2 innings. Would love to get herself in a groove and put a 0 up here. Called strike on the inside corner. No balls, 2 strikes. Very good location on that pitch. The 0-2 popped up. Can of corn there for the catcher. Probably the easiest play of the day for her. 2 outs.
Now batting number 23, Chloe Lillowbaugh.
That'll bring up Lillowbaugh, the first baseman here. Gonna look to get a 2-out rally going. Off-speed stuff downstairs, ball 1. One 0 pitch, foul down the right side. Gonna get out of play there. 1-1 count. Ball's hit hard. Good play at second base. Down to a knee.
Very clean inning. That's the inning they had to have if this game is going to be a game.
Definitely there. Quick 1-2-3 inning there for Brennan. Headed to the home half of the third. 3-1 lead here for the Fullerton Hornets on SoCal College Sports.
That's way too cheery for this time of day.
Number 24, Amanda Campos.
Welcome back here. Home half of the third inning. Back to the top of the order here for Cypress. And as I mentioned the last half inning, again, this is another big half inning for them. You know, we're progressing through the game here. After this half inning, we'll be with a halfway point, and they're down by 2, so they would love to get a run or 2 back here. Swing and a miss. Fakes the bunt and chases one above her hands there. Yeah, after the leadoff triple and the run came across, Lopez has really settled in nicely here, Coach.
Yeah, she's painting.
0-1 pitch right on the outside corner there. Paints it nicely. No balls and 2 strikes. Up and away there. 1-2 count. 1-2 from Lopez outside. 2-2 count here. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Hope you're having a wonderful Saturday afternoon. Don't forget, we have more games ahead of us here today, right after this. San Jose City and Sac City. Yeah, it is still morning time, 9:40 in the morning. Early afternoon at the least. 2-2 pitch going to be a full count now. Gonna fake the bunt and swing and a miss at a ball above her hands. That's 2 strikes in that at-bat, Coach, that she chased above her hands. Could have been a walk there.
Well, that's more pitching than it is lack of hitting. She's getting a bite on the rise ball or getting that screwball to the outside against the left-hander.
It's going to bring up Infinity LaFowl for her second AB here.
You get enough spin on it, it's very hard to barrel.
First pitch up and away there, ball 1. Lopez is now retired, 5 hitters in a row. 1-0 pitch just a bit outside there. 2-0 does not get that corner call. Home half of the 3rd inning here. Ball's going to be popped foul. There's no play to be made there. Lands right on top of the dugout. One out and nobody on here in the home half of the 3rd. The 2-1. Called strike there on the inside corner. Again, good spot from Lopez. She's really picking her spots nicely today. Got to protect with 2 on you. 2-2 pitch. Foul down the left field line, right on top of that one, way out in front of it. The 2-2 from Lopez. Fouled back to the screen. Good at bat here from LaFowl. And the 2-2. Rise ball upstairs. Run the count full. Back-to-back full counts here to start this inning. Full count pitch. Another rope down the left field line. Almost the same spot she put the one right before that. Right on top of it. LaFowl seems to be seeing her pretty well right now.
Well, I would argue she didn't, or those balls wouldn't be fouls.
The full count pitch. That's hit out to center field. That's strong. Deep center. Back to the track, to the wall. She's got it on the wall. Less than about 2 feet from a home run there was LaFowl, but that's just going to be one long out. 6 in a row retired here from Lopez. That's going to bring up Janaea Brandon, looking to help herself out. Had a sac fly in her first at-bat. .220 out there to center. Any other part of the yard, that would have been out of here.
220 is kind of deep for an NC2A park. So you're right. That's a home run over in the Bakersfield Diamond.
Oh yes, definitely. Called strike there. At the Super Regionals of San Jose City, their center field was 190.
Yeah, that's the standard.
Up and away there, 1-1.
190, 200.
Yeah. So 220 is a little bit deep.
That's built for doubles and triples, not home runs.
1-1 up and away there on the rise ball. 2-1. Shortstop going to come out and have a quick chat here with Lopez.
Which is one of the things that account for high home run totals with different teams, is the park they play most of their games in.
2-1 pitch popped up really high. Third baseman should have a beat on it, and she does. Another quick 1-2-3 inning. That's 6 or 7 in a row retired there from Lopez. Headed to the 4th inning here. 3-1 lead for the Fullerton Hornets here on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Welcome back here. Top half of the 4th inning. Brennan out for another inning of work. Going to look to build off her last half inning. It's going to bring up Rendifo. First pitch called strike there. Mendez, Guzman, and Alcala to follow here. Outside there. 1 ball and 1 strike. Roped out to center field, but right at the center fielder. Only has to move about a half a step to her right. Hard hit ball, but a very easy out. First out of the inning. Still making solid contact are the Hornets, though. As a hitter, it might slightly frustrate you when you hit the ball on a frozen rope like that and get out. However, you should still feel good about having a good at-bat.
Good at-bat by definition, hitting the ball hard.
Exactly. Another hard hit ball there. Rope to left field. And left fielder slips, and that's going to be a double. I'm wondering, Coach, if the left fielder was able to field that cleanly, if that would have been held to a single.
No. It's in the corner. You saw her back. If the runner can't see that and take second on it, she's not paying attention.
That's 2 doubles here for Mendez. 2 for 2, 2 doubles. And very strong hitter. They're probably their strongest hitter in the lineup. Led them with home runs. And she definitely has some pop in her bat. That ball was scalded to the left field corner there. Up and away there. Ball 1 here to Guzman.
Rule of thumb, anytime you see the outfielder's back, that's an extra 60 feet.
Rise ball way upstairs there. A good secondary lead out there for Mendez, like her aggressiveness on the bases, hoping to get another run. They would love to add on to their 2-run lead here. A visit to the mound here. Catcher going to go and try and calm Brennan down a bit. And the 2-0, swing and a miss. Nice fastball there. Challenged her and was able to overpower her with that one. We are at the bottom 2 hitters of the lineup here, so Brennan would love to get these 2 out. Fouled back out of play. 2 strikes on her now. Going to have to protect the plate. And the 2-2. Hit to left field. Foul. In on the hands there. Today's game here being played at Cal State Bakersfield, the Road Runners in the WAC. Lovely softball stadium they have here. Nice piece of hitting there to get a piece of it for Guzman and stay alive. Foul tips that one back to the screen. Still 2-2 count. Called strike 3 right there down the middle. She must have been looking for a different pitch, Coach.
Well, she should have been looking for a changeup because she was right on the pitch before. So,
that's going to be the second out of the inning, and we are going to have a pinch hitter here for Jocelyn Alcala. Alyssa Haro is pinch hitting here out of Baldwin Park High.
Thank you.
Listed as a utility player.
Now batting number 10, Alyssa Haro.
Gonna look to pick up Mendez here at second base and bring home that 4th run. Love some insurance here with the Hornets. Called strike. Good
nice
pitch there
pitch
from Brennan.
Yeah.
Brennan's got a live arm. You know, she can definitely bring the heat, and you know, if she gets into a groove, I imagine she can be very hard to hit.
10 is in. Haro.
Foul back to the screen. 2 strikes on her now.
Hey, right here, 10, let's go, bitch.
Upstairs on the rise. 1 ball and 2 strike count. That ball is popped foul down the first base line.
Okay.
Can of corn there.
Nice inning.
Yeah, Brennan does a good job these last couple of innings of calming the tide, keeping the game right where it's at, giving her team a chance. Headed to the home half of the 4th inning here. 3-1 lead for the Fullerton Hornets on SoCalCollegeSports.com.
Off the bottom of the 4th for the Chargers. Number 1.
Welcome
Leslie
back here.
Bojorquez.
Home half of the 4th inning. Bojorquez leading off. 7 straight retired from Lopez. Being down by 2 runs here at the halfway mark for the Chargers, Coach. They need to get some base runners. That's the first step. First step here, Coach, to get some base runners. You know, they got to do that before you can score runs. Obviously, unless you're hitting long balls.
You mean they don't let you just score a run without being on base?
Well, a long ball would be the only other option. First pitch out of the zone there to Bojorquez, ball 1.
Somebody once asked me what my coaching philosophy was. I said, footprints on home plate, one more than the other guy.
Simple and easy.
Yeah.
2-0 count here.
The rest is just a matter of circumstance.
Called strike there Not surprised to see her taking one there on a 2-0 pitch. As I said, they got to get base runners here. 7 in a row retired from Lopez. Anything they can do to break that momentum. 2-1 pitch hit up the middle off the shortstop's glove.
That was not well played. I don't think you're going to give that an error, but it's not. I'm not sure that she would have thrown her out, but it wasn't well played.
I wouldn't want to be the official scorer for that one. As you said, it was. I think it was hit so hard that it makes it a tough one to give an error on.
Yeah.
And she had to go to her left. But right what the Chargers were looking for, leadoff runner. That's going to bring up Munoz. And we are going to give an E6 on that one. Just got the official word. Ball's hit hard through the hole. Base knock. Good piece of hitting from Munoz to go opposite field and find the little gap between shortstop and third there. There was not much of a hole there to get, and she found it.
Nobody's better than Cypress historically scratching runs. So the object is to keep Fullerton off the plate and just scratch away for the next 3-4 innings.
Yeah, you guys were mentioning yesterday the final in 2017 where they won 1-0, where they kind of scratched off the final run there.
Yeah, that was more than a scratch. That was just a brilliant play by a player.
Foul ball on the bunt. That ball was way inside. That's one where you got to have the knowledge to pull the bat back. You're not going to be able to put that bunt down in fair play there.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's knowledge as much as reaction. Otherwise, you're getting domed.
Oh, same spot. This time she was able to pull the bat back and lift her feet at the same time.
Yeah, that was balletic. Speedy's walking slowly out.
Mendoza, coach going to go out there and have a chat.
That's possible.
We didn't have anybody warming up in the pen. Don't know if she's making a change yet.
She's DP.
Yeah, Lulu Vasquez, who we saw pitch for them yesterday, is the DP today, so she could feasibly come into play here as this game progresses, but they're going to leave Lopez on, give her the opportunity to get out of this jam. She's had herself quite a good game, only giving up a couple of hits, so it's good to give her the opportunity here to get through it, but if this inning progresses, it could turn into a really rough one if she doesn't start getting some outs here. Good bunt there. Third baseman's in the right spot, though, able to throw down for the out. Both teams will be happy with that result there. Sacrifice done successfully, and Lopez is able to get a big out. And at this point, Coach, with a 2-run lead, they will trade an out for a run here gladly.
I don't know how gladly.
Yeah, of course they would love to get the out without giving up the run, but if need be, that's why the middle infield's playing back here. They have no problem to give that run up if they can get that second out.
Yeah.
Time called at the very last minute here, right as the pitch was almost coming. That's always a catch-22 for the umpires, knowing when to not call the timeout right before the pitch is being made. It's always a tough one. Coach Pickler going to talk to his hitter here, explain exactly what he wants.
And the runners.
Yes.
Coach Pickler is capable of being tricky. Of course, he's also capable of having a conference where they're talking about something else. Just make the opposition wonder.
Well, after the discussion, we are going to have, it looks like, a pinch runner.
For the back-end runner.
Alyssa Haro is going to be pinch running at second base. Now, is that going to be something you see coming there in between, a hitter where they call time at the last minute and they do a pinch running?
Depends what he has in mind. Obviously, you want the fastest runner. You want to get the most number of runs for the offensive play. So, gain a step or two, it's worth it.
See what he has in mind here. She's swinging away, fouls it back our direction.
That isn't what he had in mind.
No balls and 1 strike count.
I don't think he called timeout to say, I want you to pop up a foul ball.
No, I suppose not. I thought that they may be trying to put on a bunt type of play, but doesn't look like the ball is roped to center field, but right at the center fielder. Tag up, going to get the job done. Ooh, they had a back throw to second base there to double her up. She was kind of leaning off second base too far there. They do a little appeal to third. That's not going to come to fruition. But
that's pro forma. I'm not sure, but what if they had doubled her up off second, the run would have counted.
It wouldn't have, but
well, I mean, I don't know if she got home before that play would have been rung up.
But Harrow, there they put her into pinch run, and she got herself caught in no man's land there.
Yeah.
2 outs. Run does come across the plate. They make it a 3-2 game. Lopez trying to get this final out, and she may pop up the center field. Should be a can of corn there, and it is.
Well, it scratched.
You got to give Lopez credit, though, for getting out of that jam. However, the Chargers grab a run back, make this a 1-run game. It's going to be a very intriguing final few innings.
Yeah, so the coast is, I mean, the job is obvious. They have shut down inning for Cypress, and that's going to tell the story the rest of this inning, or top of the next inning.
Definitely, Coach. We're through 4 here. 3-2 lead for the Fullerton Hornets in this elimination game on SoCalCollegeSports.com.
Number 12, Sabrina Anguiano.
Welcome back here. Anguiano up for her 3rd at-bat of the day. She is 2 for 2 with 2 RBIs and a run scored. First pitch is going to be skied out to center field. It was off the end of the bat, so that's going to be the first out of the inning.
Big pitch, big out.
Yes, definitely.
Looking for Fullerton's looking to add on. Cypress looking for a momentum change.
Very close-knit game. Exactly what we expected. These 2 teams are statistically mirroring. And a 1-run game, I wouldn't have expected much different here in an elimination style. Called strike on the outside corner. Brennan really has settled in nicely. She's now gone 2 1/3 innings without giving up a run since her first 2 innings of work here. However, as Coach just mentioned here, she's in a position where no run. She can't give up runs. She needs to keep it right here at this 3-run score and keep themselves down just by 1 run. Foul ball back to the screen on the 1-1.
But she's getting ahead on the count, which is good for her.
The 1-2, called strike 3. Fooled her there on the off-speed stuff.
She hasn't thrown many off-speed, but they might want to work that the rest of the way because they've seen enough of her. You might need to give them a different look. And they did in that one, and it worked.
Second out of the inning. 3-hole hitter Kaylee Williamson up at the plate. 1 for 2 here today so far. No balls, 1 strike count. Brennan working quickly right now. Got herself in a groove. Off-speed stuff, just a little bit outside, 1-1. She cracks a sly smile out there on the bump. The 1-1, just a bit inside, 2-1. Good spot there. Does not get the corner call. Just a bit outside, 3-1. 3-1 pitch. Up and away. Ball 4. 2-out walk there to Williamson. No damage done there for Brennan. You know, if you're going to walk somebody, 2 outs, nobody on, probably the best time to do it. It's going to bring up Lulu Vasquez, 0 for 2 today. First pitch to her in the dirt, ball 1. I don't know if you guys are able to hear in the background, but the Fullerton Hornets bench just having a good time, being loud, vocal. That's actually one of my favorite things about softball. You always see them getting up and loud and vocal, having a good time.
Yeah.
Very cheery.
It also can be annoying if you're in the middle of it. As I was for many years. No, as long as they're in it, coach is happy.
Yes, definitely. You tend to see that in the majority of softball games.
Yep.
And when you don't see it, it's always a head scratcher to me when they're not being vocal like that. Ball's in the gap. That's going to get down, and that should bring a run home all the way to the wall. Lulu Vasquez gets the job done. Solid stroke to the right center gap, and that is going to be a huge insurance run. Coach, after 2 outs and nobody on, they were able to scratch one across here.
Yeah, and that one was more than a scratch.
The Hornets going to be looking to add on another here.
And this might be a time to point out for the millionth time that Lulu Vasquez played for Cypress in 2017 when they won their last state championship.
Yeah, so she's doing damage to her old team here.
Yeah. So.
0-1 count here to Lillevoix. Would love to add on some more. They got that run right back that they gave up in the home half of the 4th inning. 1-1 count.
Go, Hornets! 2 out rally, let's go!
So, Coach, did Vasquez have an injury in between now and then?
I don't believe so.
So how is her eligibility still good?
She didn't play.
Ah.
There's more reasons than just injury.
Right, gotcha. Other life occurrences.
There was an injury with Lulu, with Norm.
2-1 count here. Roped up to center field. Base knock. Play at the plate, not going to be one.
Nice play, center field.
Center field
Get
was
that
able
ball
to
in.
throw it all the way home. She does allow the back runner to go to second. No, there was no cutoff there, but if you don't throw all the way through, that run may score.
I would look for a pitching change right here.
Looks like Brennan might be coming out of the game. We'll see.
Well, she'll go back to the outfield. Coming off the circle.
We're just getting word that Lulu Vasquez actually had shoulder surgery. So that's why she was able to play in 2017 and still be able to play here in 2019. As you know, there's only 2 years of eligibility at the community college level. That's one thing I've always wished that they would change. Allow community college players to play longer than 2 years.
Yeah.
We're going to take a quick break here. We'll come right back on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Welcome back here. Not going to have a pitching change. Coach Pickler decides to allow Brennan one more opportunity to get the final out of this inning.
I'm a little surprised by that. That's not a criticism. Just doesn't look like to me that she's fooling enough batters.
Second and third with 2 outs here. One swing of the bat could make this a 4-run game. Called strike on the outside corner. It's going to be a 2-strike count to Rengifo. Mendez lurking on deck. That ball's hit out to center field. That's going to get down into the gap. 2 runs are going to score. It's going to roll all the way to the wall. Rengifo puts a really big mark on this game here in the top half of the 5th inning. A 3 spot on the board for the Hornets.
I would 2 outs. I'd pitch very carefully to Mendez.
Open base as well on first base.
Open base. Ooh, nice pitch.
Called strike right there. This inning started off so well for Brennan. Got 2 quick outs. Seemed like she was going to have a stoppage inning, but unfortunately, for her, the Hornets have come up with a 3 spot. Ball's in the dirt.
Nope.
Runner moves up
play.
to third. 2 strikes on the hitter here. Brennan's just got to focus to get this final out. That runner on third doesn't mean too much right now. 4-run deficit. Mendez steps out. Coach Pickler having a chat with the base ump. Not quite sure about what. Well, after a brief pause there, we're going to get back to action. Oh, 2 pitch. Rise ball upstairs, 1-2. That ball is grounded to third base. Good play from the third baseman across the diamond for the final out of the inning. But not before a huge 3 spot put up for the Hornets. 3 runs on 2 hits. 1 runner left on. We're headed to the home half of the 5th. The Fullerton Hornets in full control in this elimination game here on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Welcome back here. Home half of the 5th inning. Lopez out for another inning of work, and now she goes back out there with a 4-run cushion after a 3 spot in the top half. Called strike there on the first pitch.
It's never over till it's over, somebody said. On the other hand, 4 runs at this stage of an elimination game is hard to overcome.
Can of corn out there to left field for the first out of the inning. Semi-deep fly ball, but the left fielder was playing a perfect position.
This is where if you're the coach of the team with the advantage, you're counting outs. 8 outs to go.
Back to the top of the lineup in Campos. And they will be looking to scratch some runs across. They got to get base runners at this point, get themselves an opportunity for a big inning.
Yeah, and I think they're past scratch. They've got to have your big inning. They've got to start pounding the ball.
Rise ball there upstairs. Lopez having herself a really good game here. 2 runs, only giving up a few hits here. The 1-0 pitch. Ball's going to be popped up. Should be an easy play for somebody. The catcher is going to call that one.
7 outs.
7 outs away. And this is an elimination game, as we mentioned earlier on. So win or go home. This is the losers bracket. Both of these teams lost their game
Now
one.
batting number 44, Infinity LaFowl.
I expect the Chargers not to give up easily here. They do not want to end their season. They've got 7 outs left to go. Let's see what they're able to make do with them. Downstairs there for ball 1 to Infinity LaFowl. The 1-0. Rise ball upstairs. Good take on that one. She was almost going to swing at it. Was able to hold her bat back.
Hey, go, Jess. Okay, babe.
The 2-0 in the dirt. 3-0. Last thing you want to do with a 4-run cushion is walk. So expect to see her pour one into the zone on this pitch. And the 3-0 delivery. Oh, it's going to be a little bit upstairs there. Ball 4. That one could have gone either way.
Well, looked like a strike to me.
Yeah, but umpire's trying to stay consistent.
Now batting
He hasn't really been calling that high strike here today. 2-out walk. Let's see if they can do anything with it. They have the right part of the order up. Janaea Brandon here. The ball is hit down third base.
Foul
That'll
ball.
be foul. Good call there from the home plate umpire.
Yeah, I had it before he did.
Good call, Coach.
Okay. Want my credit.
Here we go, Jess. Here we go, Jess. Go, Jess.
Maybe we can see if there's an opening for you for base ump next game.
I think I would decline the opportunity. That would be a very bad karma situation for me.
Upstairs there, 1-1. Brandon has had a couple of good at-bats here so far today. Has a sac fly. Ball's popped up our direction. Back over our booth. 2 strikes now. Lopez 1 strike away from finishing this inning. One-two pitch, a little bit low, 2-2.
Go, babe. Okay, Jess. Go.
The 2-2 pitch. Rope down the line, foul.
All right, here we go.
Good swing there for Brennan.
Do your work, Jess. Let's go.
Two pitch. Fouled back to the screen. Staying alive here is Brennan. Every out matters for Cypress right now, and they cannot give them away easily. So you like to see at-bats such as this.
Go, Hornets, right here.
Let's see who wins this battle. 2-2 delivery. That ball's hit deep to left field. That's back
In the
to
park.
the track.
In the park.
Right at the wall for the final out of the inning, and that is a big few feet there. If that was able to creep over the fence, it could have been a big 2-run shot. Lopez 5 strong here, headed to the top half of the 6th. 6-2 lead here for the Fullerton Hornets on SoCalCollegeSports.com. back here. Top half of the 6th inning.
Leading off the
We have
top of
a
the sixth for the
pinch hitter
Hornets.
here.
Number 13,
Clarissa Hernandez out of Sonora High is going to get her first at-bats of the day here. Brandon back out for her 6th inning of work here.
Nice pitch.
Curveball there. Called strike one.
First and third here, Johnny. Good zoom.
Fouled back to the screen. 2 strikes. Surprised that they're leaving Brandon on for a 6th inning of work here?
Nothing surprising me because what we don't know vastly outnumbers what we do know.
I like that.
So coaches have their reasons for making the decisions they do, and the easiest thing in the world is to speculate and think you're right. When
Being a backseat coach.
yeah,
Ground ball through the hole. Finds the hole between third and short again. This time it's Hernandez. That's the 3rd or 4th time we've seen a lefty going opposite field here for the Hornets.
He's making his change now, though.
And Coach Pickler coming out to the mound, and that may be the final pitch for Brandon, and it is. We're going to have a pitching change. We'll let you know who it is when we come back here
Sandoval.
on SoCal College Sports. Welcome back here. Pitching change. Eliza Sandoval is going to be on the mound, and Brandon is going to go out to right field, just swapping positions there. Sandoval comes in with a runner on first and nobody out. Bunt. Good bunt there. Third baseman going to get the out at first. First out of the inning. The runner moves over. It's going to bring up the top of the lineup. Sabi Anguiano having herself a good game here. 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs and a run scored. Called strike right there. Nice pitch from Sandoval. Swing and a miss on the rise. 0-2. Good spot for that one. Swing and a miss. Same spot, same result.
She's got a little more heat than she did yesterday.
Second
Sandoval
out of
I'm
the
talking about.
Now batting, number 7, Veronica Garza.
That's going to bring up Garza here, catcher today. Sandoval delivers. Rise ball way upstairs there, ball 1. Called strike. Good spot there from Sandoval to get right back into the zone. The 1-1. Fouled back to the screen. Right on top of it there was Garza. He's going to look to turn one around for a base hit here. Would love to pick up an extra insurance run.
Let's go, Ben. Let's go, Garza.
The 1-2. Off speed stuff.
Nice pitch.
Yeah, very good pitch to get that final out. A pop up to second base there. Takes a little bit off it there, does Sandoval. We'll have one runner left on base. No runs on one hit. We're headed to the home half of the 6th inning. 6-2 lead here for the Fullerton Hornets on SoCalCollegeSports.com.
Hey, stay strong, Jess. Let's go.
Welcome back here. Home half of the 6th inning. 6 outs remaining for Cypress. Lopez back out on the mound. Downstairs there, ball one. Two and 0 count here. Probably going to be taking a strike, I'd imagine.
Yeah, base runners are more important at this point than anything else.
2-0 pitch. Inside corner, called strike. That could have gone either way.
Yeah, I mean, that wasn't as good as the pitch before. Oh, wait. I'm second guessing the umpires again, aren't I?
Oh, that ball's hit down left field line. That's not going to be caught. Now, how far is it going to go? It's gone. Gets over the corner. Perfectly placed right inside the foul line. Solo home run. Never say die. Makes that a 6-3 game now. Just what the doctor ordered to start the inning there.
Yeah. Nothing heals like a home run.
See if we can grab you guys a replay there.
I think we got a mound visit right here.
Check this out.
Let's say that's about 210 feet.
Yep. Yeah, solid contact there. Make that a 6-3 game, and we do have a mound visit here. We can go let Lopez know that one run, not a big deal. You got a 3-run cushion. You only need 6 outs. Quick visit there.
Let's go, Jess. You all right, Jess? Here we go, Ben.
Now batting number 6, Gabby Munoz.
Gabby Munoz at the plate.
They're re-entering her. They probably, if she's the one they pinch ran for earlier.
Yep, Munoz was pinch ran earlier, and she's now being re-entered to hit here. That was Bajorquez with the home run previously. Called strike on the outside. Just a bit outside there. Outside again. We do have somebody warming up in the bullpen here for the Hornets. And depending on how these next couple of hitters go, possible pitching change upcoming. I know that they don't want to let this game get close again, especially in the late stages. Down and away, 3-1 count. And we'd like to give you a score update. Home half of the 6th inning, 5-3 lead for San Mateo over San Joaquin Delta. They are over there in the winner's bracket, so the Delta girls don't have to worry about being eliminated right now, but they have 1 half inning left to tie it up. Skied out to left field. Left fielder makes a sprint in to make that play. Reason being that it was a pretty simple play was it stayed in the air long enough. If that one was lower, it might have been a much more difficult play to make.
What we call a pop-up.
Number 5, Eliza Sandoval.
That is a big out there for Lopez and the Hornets. It was a 3-1 count there. A runner on first with nobody out would have been very key for them to try to start a rally here. Ooh. That ball misses, I'm going to say upstairs, ball 1.
That would be a speculation, yeah. Missed because the umpire called it a ball.
The 1-0 count. Lopez looking down at her wrist. I've noticed nearly every pitcher so far has the wrist where their pitches is at. That just seems to be common here in softball. A 1-1 count. Ooh. Ooh. Called that a strike on the inside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Hey, work right here, 3-0.
Debatable.
I feel like the first pitch was better than that one. 1-2 pitch popped up to center field. Can of corn out there. Only has to take a few steps to her left. Second out of the inning. Exactly what the doctor ordered here for Lopez after giving up the leadoff home run. Got herself a couple of quick outs.
Now batting number 11, Vanessa Ayala.
Go, Jess. Keep working, babe. Go.
Popped up foul. There's going to be a play actually in fair territory for the third baseman, and that'll be the final out of the inning. 1 run scores on a solo homer from Bojorquez, and no runners left on base. We are headed to the 7th and final inning here, barring extras. 6-3 lead for Fullerton Hornets on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Welcome back here, top half of the 7th inning. Sandoval back out for another inning of work. Williamson going to be leading off here. 3, 4, 5 due up. Ball downstairs there. 1-0 count. I want to thank you guys for tuning in here on SoCal College Sports. My name's Dustin Paget. I want to thank Steve Cassidy on the color, Mike Cepeda behind the computer, and Luis Rangel and John Gotti on camera today. And yes, that's right, folks, I did say John Gotti. That is the name of our cameraman. I didn't ask him to see his license, but I'll take his word for it. 2-0 count. Catcher comes out and has a little chat there with Sandoval. And the 2-0 delivery. Upstairs 3-0.
Not what you want to do in this situation. Just fall behind in the count, let alone walk the leadoff batter.
The 3-0.
Nice pitch.
Called strike there, 3-1.
Hey, here we go, bitch. Go for it.
Pop down the right field line. Going to be a tough play there. Second baseman able to make it.
LaFoe, nice play.
Yeah, that would have been a really difficult ball for the right fielder to play there. I don't know if she would have been able to get to that. First out of the inning.
Batting, number 34, Lulu Vasquez.
Lulu Vasquez up. Oh, inside there, ball 1.
Yeah, Fullerton wants to get through this game without having to use Vasquez on the mound.
Yeah, that would be a win-win scenario for them, to say the least.
Yeah, and then she's fresh for the next game.
They do go on to play the loser of San Mateo and San Joaquin Delta, and we are now down to the final out there. San Joaquin Delta is down by 2, have a runner on with 2 outs. Upstairs there, 3-0 count.
No, Cypress needs to get back in the dugout. Can't be 3-balling every batter without it coming back at you.
3-0 pitch in the dirt there, ball 4, 1 out walk. Coach, what do you think about a potential matchup here with San Joaquin Delta and Fullerton moving forward for Game 3 today?
That's a very good question. I always say that when I don't have a very good answer. That the game takes on the elimination day takes on a life of its own, and the team that has the momentum has a lot of things that you can't describe with adjectives and nouns go into playing through elimination bracket and getting to the top. So I wouldn't hazard a guess. I mean, one team has just lost, another team has just won. What does that mean? I just fall back on the better team's going to win.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
I like that comment. Better team is going to win.
But the better team that day has a lot of different possibilities. The team that's playing the best, let's put it that way. There are no bad teams up here at this time of the year in this tournament.
0-1 pitch called strike 2. Yeah, I agree with you. I think that what will come into effect is, as you mentioning, is that Vasquez is going to be fresh.
Yeah.
So I think that'll give the Hornets a step up for Game 3. However, we don't know where Delta is at with their ace on the mound.
Right.
That's a base hit up to center field. Hard hit ball there. And the game not over yet. With 2 outs and nobody on, San Joaquin Delta gets a runner on base via the air and then gets a base hit. So the tying runs are on base there with 2 outs in the top half of the 7th inning.
I would like to know who's batting for Delta, and if it's that number 1 hitter who hasn't struck out all year, I would say Delta's got a good shot.
Wow, Emily McAdams is on the bump in that one with 105 pitches, backed up her 130 pitches yesterday that we were talking about.
Yeah.
So it goes to show that you were right on spot on when you said that these girls can come out back-to-back days and throw 100 pitches without a problem.
Yeah, I like that kind of observation.
Ooh, good pitch there. Not going to get the call. 2-0 count now, and they're going to have to go out and have another chat here with Sandoval as the catcher. It's her second time out there this inning. Sandoval has fallen behind all the hitters so far this inning. Like you said a couple of hitters ago, that's going to come back to bite you.
Yeah, that does not help your team. And especially where we are in the lineup with Fullerton. Mendez on deck with 1 out.
And Wheeler was the hitter there for Delta, and she is retired. And so that'll be the final. Emily McAdams with a complete game. And San Mateo going to get the victory 5-3 in the winners bracket. They're 43-2 overall this year. Going to be a tough team to beat in this tournament here moving forward, Coach.
Yes, and if I remember their lineup correctly, Wheeler was the number 9 batter, and Farrar is the leadoff batter for Delta, so that'd be kind of agonizing that they have their biggest hitter on deck when the last out's recorded.
You were exactly right. Wheeler was number 9 and Ferrera was number 1, and she was 3 for 4 at the top of the lineup today, so very good observation there.
Hey, down strong. Here we go, man.
Run the count full here. Big spot here for Sandoval and the Chargers. Any more damage here, and they're not going to really have much of a chance to come back down by 3. They have to keep it right where it's at and hope that when they come up in the home half, they can get a couple of runners on and at least get the tying run to the plate. Full count pitch. Pop down the line. That should be in play. Made.
Not going to be played.
Nope. Right between the third baseman and the left fielder.
Shortstop backed off. That was her ball angle-wise.
And usually when you're in a situation like that, the shortstop's going to be their ball anyways. They're usually the one that's going to call it off.
You would hope. Yeah.
Supposedly the most athletic one.
Yeah, and she had the proper angle.
The other full count pitch. Ooh, chase ball 4 there. Does foul it back to the screen, though, to stay alive. Full count pitch, fly it out there to left field. Kind of a similar play, but this one's a little bit easier to be made for the left fielder.
Clearly the left fielder, nobody else in contention.
Looked like that might have been a step into foul grounds, so a foul out there to left field. 2 outs, that's a big second out there for Sandoval.
So whatever she has right now, Sandoval, this is the time to bring it with Mendez up.
You know, you have an open base. I know it is on third, but Mendez has been scalding the ball. You could still pitch around her right now.
Good.
Called strike there. Nice off-speed stuff. That's a scary pitch, though, to Mendez. If she's sitting on it, she could really put a charge into that.
True enough, but nobody sits on a first pitch change. That's strike stealing.
After that first pitch there, Coach Pickler going to come out and have a chat with her. Probably about her upcoming couple of pitches, I'm imagining, kind of how they're going to pitch to Mendez here.
Yeah, I mean, this is... Their season, it's probably not over-dramatized to say their season's coming down to how they pitch to Mendez.
That is a good point. Long meeting out on the mound. Blue's going to come out there and break it up here shortly. I like his angle. Look, he walks around there instead of just straight to him. He kind of walked at an angle, not to, you know, disturb them at all. Well, back to action here in a 0-1 count to Annabelle Mendez. She's 2 for 3 today with 2 doubles. Her first one was big, brought in 2 runs in the top half of the second inning.
Nice pitch.
Half swing there. It's going to be the second strike on a rise ball.
Come back for the change. They're going to waste one to the outside. I wouldn't. I'd come back for a change right now.
You were right about that one. Wasted up and away on the rise. 1 and 2 count.
Only because they would expect her to waste one.
The 1-2. Nice change up. Ooh. Doesn't get the call. 2 and 2. Good spot. Good pitch. Guess you could say better take.
Yeah.
Ooh. That looks really close there on the replay.
I might do it again here. Because she's not going to expect it.
She does, but this one gets choked off. Runner gets caught off. Throw back to second, not in time. And see that play there what you need to do as the catcher is run towards it. Instead of throwing it immediately, if you run at it, you're going to get it out there.
Yeah.
Foul. Oh, a hit over to right field. Second baseman should have a beat.
LaFaux's
got it there for the third out.
Yeah.
So good work there from Sandoval to work herself in and out of trouble. No runs scored. 2 runners left on base. We're headed to the home half of the 7th. Last at-bats here for Cypress in this elimination game.
Yeah,
if they want to keep their season going, they got to score 3 runs.
The rubber in the road, or it's about to get acquainted.
We will be back here shortly on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Welcome back here. Home half of the 7th inning. We're going to have a pinch hitter, Madison Bogdanovich. Going to be pinch hitting here for Cypress down to their final at-bats, possibly of their season. They need 3 runs here to match 4 to win. First pitch downstairs, ball 1. Lopez going for the complete game here. Strike, 1-1. The 1-1 fouled back our way. 2 on her now. Lopez delivers upstairs, 2-2. Fouled back to the screen. Staying alive there is Bogdanovich. The 2-2. Check swing. They're gonna, home plate ump is gonna call that one as strike 3. Does not check with his base up there, Coach.
No, he saw it. He doesn't have to.
Now batting number 2, Kimberly McPherson.
Big first out. Replay of that check swing. She did go around on that. McPherson up at the plate. She's going to take all the way there. Called strike 1. The Hornets and Lopez can taste it now. They're close, just a couple outs away. And the 0-1, outside corner, strike 2.
From the first inning, Lopez just done an exceptional job spotting her pitches. Cypress has 3 hits because they didn't. She hasn't left many up in the zone. Forcing a feeble swing on an 0-2 pitch just to stay alive. They waste 1 and they get a strike out of it. She's doing a great job.
And the 0-2. Rise ball upstairs, 1-2. Good pitch, though. Had McPherson thinking about it.
No, she's in command, and she looks it. I mean, she's very assured right now.
Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And they come down to their final out. Lopez is 1 out away from moving on to the next round here. Let's see the replay on this. Nice pitch. Blows it by her. Top of the order here, Campos is due up. 2 outs, nobody on. Chargers need a 3-run rally or their season's going to be coming to an end here. Strike 1 on the outside corner. And of this tournament of 8 teams, Cypress could be the first team heading home. There have been none eliminated as of yet. Today is our first elimination day. We will have another team eliminated in our next game, San Jose City and Sac City. Both teams have been here for quite a while, warmed up. I'm sure that they are ready to go. Catcher going to have a little chat with Lopez, let her know. Just need to get one more out. Campos, her goal here, to get on base any way possible.
Yeah, cheat if you have to.
Well, what I meant was is maybe they could even consider a bunt because she's very speedy. And if she bunts it down the first baseline, maybe a hit. Wow, very close pitch there, 1-1. Does not get the call, does Lopez on the outside corner. That ball's hit out to center field. Should be the final out.
That's going to be it.
Center fielder gets under it and squeezes it. And that is going to be your final. 6-3 final. And they're going to be facing San Joaquin Delta in our 3rd game of the day back at Bakersfield College. The Fullerton Hornets come out here in the early going, grab the lead, and never look back. 6-3 final here. Great season here for the Cypress Chargers. Give them all the credit. They battled. They had a good game. They just were not able to come out on top. Weren't able to get enough hits off Lopez today, Coach.
Yeah, I say you ring this up to Lopez. I mean,
Lopez, complete game here. 3 runs on 3 hits. Couldn't ask much more of her. And Fullerton College Hornets are going to be moving on here today. Our first team eliminated in this best-of-8 tournament will be the Cypress Chargers. Be sure to stay tuned here. Come back and check in about an hour with us. We're going to have our next game. Checking out here Dustin Paget here on SoCalCollegeSports.com.
How you doing? George, nice to meet you. Heard quite a bit about you. Are you a sack? Yeah, myself as well. I actually went down to
Win or go home. Game 2 in the consolation bracket coming up. It'll be San Jose and Sac City. The winner will move on to tonight's matchup, 4th game on the day at Bakersfield. Fullerton moves on. Cypress goes home. They will play San Joaquin Delta later today at Bakersfield. For Dustin Paget, for Steve Cassidy, I'm Mike Cepeda signing off. We'll see you in 45 minutes.